Hey everyone, this is Nick from Alpine Zone, and this is a video review of the Recon Headquarters software. This is version 2.2. This is the software that comes along with the Mod and Mod Live units that Recon Instruments sells, that basically goes into a variety of different goggles. And what you're seeing right here is a recent trip to Sugarloaf for the 2012 Alpine Zone Summit. You start here on this My Trip section, and what you can see here is it actually starts you with a trail map, more or less. You can kind of see the black line represents all your different runs throughout the day, or throughout this trip. Right here we've got March 30th selected. And then you can see green, blue, highlighting over any trail shows you the trail. So this is Condo Crosscut, Lower Bubble Cuff, Hayburner, King's Landing, Upper Skidder, etc. You can also toggle on and off different elements on the mountain. So for example, if you want to see all the eating establishments, you can click on this right here, show restaurants. You can show the ski school. You can show or hide parking, trees, glades, terrain parks, bowls, and then different trail types, obviously, green, blue, diamond, double diamond, lifts. Also got a couple options here. You can just look at the simple trail map, which is a little cleaner. The satellite view, and then the hybrid view, which is kind of what we've got going on here. So within this trip, you can also then view different information about it. So right here we kind of have highlights, chronos. I never set any chronos, so I don't have any to share. Runs. So runs is interesting because runs will show you your actual runs right here, each unique one. And it'll actually show you right here on this timeline the one run. So if I click run 2, it was a 5-minute run. Right now we're playing back at 32 speed. You hit play, and you can actually see, here we go, down Sluice. And it shows you here your speed, altitude, vertical feet, distance, latitude and longitude, and then temperature stats. And if you had a chrono set, it would show it right here. You can also see right here, it shows you where you hit your max speed on the mountain for this particular, I believe it's for the day, not for that run. Max altitude at the top. I think that's a lowest temperature one down there. But if we click back up and we show, oh, here's minimum temperature, minimum altitude, you can actually show these different, toggle on and off these different, where is it, the highlights right here. And it'll actually show you, where they occurred on the mountain. But if we go back up to Sugarloaf, you can see here we've got the full timeline for the day's skiing. And the black represents downhill sections or travel sections. And the blue represents skiing. I'm sorry, black represents, could be lift or whatever. And blue represents where you're actually traveling downhill and skiing. So it basically shows you we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 runs here. And across this timeline, you can kind of see where you hit max altitude, max speed, and so forth. So if we play back right here, we can actually scrub this little thing across right here, and it'll show you where you're going. So if we play it back and we zoom in a little bit, and here we're going at 32 speed, so we're pretty quick. Zoom out a little bit more here. You can actually see here we are basically waiting to get on the lift. I'll go a little bit further forward. This is 11 a.m. now. So now we're on Sugarloaf Super Quad. And it'll actually show you on the left-hand side here what where you actually are at this point in time. So right now we're taking the lift up all the way to the top over here. 11:14, and you can see where the lift is going 8 or 9 miles an hour, right? It's fairly quick. And now we're skiing down Gin Pole, Sluice, and here we go down Sluice. Stopping and waiting for a little bit, and here we kind of pick up speed and bloop. And then we go ahead and hop on Spillway next, and you can see here we're going up Spillway, and again Spillway about 5 or 6 miles an hour in speed, and it shows your altitude and everything. So that kind of covers this. You get a pretty good indication of your entire skiing travels. As long as the goggles were recording, you've kind of got it all covered. Now that's one piece of this. Another piece right here, you've got the community section. And I just joined today, obviously, as I was uploading these videos. And you can kind of zoom in here and scroll in and see, different tracks that are out here. So if we go into, let's go, map, so we can kind of see, what's where. So if we go up into, Maine right here, we can see, here's the Carabasset Valley. Here's Sugarloaf, and it looks like there's, all these different things right here going on. 3, I don't know what this means. We've got some skis and some snowboarders. Oh, here we go. So E-Mart's at Sugarloaf on January 22nd. Very cold date. The loaf, he says, runs from top to bottom. So you can kind of like dig around and see other people's experiences and what's going on. The app marketplace is another option here. They actually give you a couple different options. Right now there's just these two. You've got Polar, so you can connect this thing to a heart rate monitor if you've got the appropriate ones. It shows you the requirements right here. Another one is Contour Connect. You can actually use the Mod Live as a viewfinder for your camera, and you just install that and it goes onto your goggles, and then you can use that. And then finally, My Device. What you can actually do here is customize some dashboards. So you basically can create up to, it looks like 10 dashboards in this current version. There's some that are already set here, but to click a new one, you just click Add New, and you can pick a layout here. There's, I think, 4 different layouts it looks like. So we'll drag one down, and here it is. And now you can pick from these widgets to display. So we want, airtime, altitude, temperature, and vertical feet. And then when you click Save, dashboard configuration saved to Goggle. So it gives you that, and now when you're in your goggles next, you can cycle between these dashboards quickly.